Last time on M&M.
You'll never be the doctor your father was.
Thanks for all the work you did for my dad, Doc.
What do you mean you cut the wrong foot?
I don't care what the literature says. This guy needs a brain, and I'm gonna give him one right now.
Be honest with me, Doc. I've got it too, don't I?
I don't care if I get infected. I'm going in.
Maybe I'm not cut for this after all.
Hey, so what are we looking at?
Looks like Mr. Anthony Fitzgerald's had one too many, gotten a bit of a scuffle. He's doing okay, responsive to pain, no gross hemorrhage, but I can't seem to get anything out of him.
Alright, well, let's get him in the back and see what we can do.
Okay, his C-spine stabilized, clavicle stable, pectoral bruising forming bilaterally. Poor guy may have broken a few ribs. What in the world is that?
What's what? Let me see. Wait, hold on. Is that a...
It's a tracking device. The paramedics found it and planted in his bicep.
Looks like the same kind I use for Spot. You think Gloria would be mad if I put one in Paul? You know how college students can be. And that's not all. He has clear signs of facial trauma, 2 cracked ribs, blunt force injuries to the abdomen, not to mention those deep abrasions on his knuckles. So, Dr. Martin, what's your assessment?
Well, it sounds like our would-be McGregor had himself an old-fashioned bar brawl and lost the title belt.
Maybe initially, but that's the thing. On further assessment, the EMTs found clear signs of older trauma.
So maybe it's just a Saturday night routine. Good way to blow off steam.
How would your conclusion change if I told you these findings were coupled with clear signs of anal tears and genital bruising?
So what? He likes anal sex?
You're assuming that it's consensual, Dr. Martin. And if we have the tracker?
So you think this guy's what, a gigolo?
Sex worker, perhaps.
Dr. Martin, your patient in room 3 is awake.
Go on, get a history. Then talk to a social worker and see if we can sort Mr. Fitzgerald's situation out. We may have to get law enforcement involved.
Please, Mr. Fitzgerald, if you could just please sit back down.
Oh, don't worry about me, darling. I'm feeling right as rain. Where are my pants?
Hey, you gotta get back in your bed, bud.
All right, but it's because I want to.
Can you promise me you're not gonna try that again?
All right, well, at least not while you got that goaltender on the pitch.
Anthony, when the medics brought you in, you were in pretty bad shape. Can you tell me what happened?
Nothing out of the ordinary. Found myself at O'Neill's, started drinking me way under the table. This real ugly mug asked me if I had a cigarette. I told him to take a long walk off a short pier. Then he and his ogre buddies tried to point me moneymaker with a drywall.
Listen, Anthony, during our initial trauma assessment, we saw a few things that may lead us to believe that you have been sexually assaulted. Is there any truth to that?
Hey, listen, Doc, why don't you just patch me up and I'll be out of your hair?
Listen, Anthony, all I want is the best for you.
That doesn't strike me as none of your business, Doc.
I want to keep you safe and healthy, so cut the crap. If you can tell me anything that can help you, well, I'm your doctor and I'm here for you.
This is between you and me, right?
You got it, champ.
I came to the States maybe 5 years ago. I had a real bad setup back in Cork. I used to hang out with some, let's just say, real patriotic folk. Figured I'd be better off living with me uncle's part of the family in the States. But I came here and, well, things were a little rougher than I expected. Had to scrape by somehow. Sort of fell in with the wrong crowd again. You know how it goes. Anyway, the guy last night didn't feel like paying, and now I'm here.
Thanks for shooting straight with me, buddy. Gonna go ahead and tell the cops what you just told me?
Hold on. Don't I have, like, patient doctor trust or something? You're not supposed to tell anybody what I told you, right?
Yeah, usually that's right, but in situations where abuse is concerned, we have to look for the best interests of the patient, even if that means breaking the doctor-patient confidentiality.
No, it won't be.
And why is that?
You're a smart guy, ain't you? Keep up. If you tell them about me, they're gonna start asking questions about what I'm doing here in the States.
You're illegal?
I may be from Ireland, Duck, but not everything about me is green, and there's some real bad folk waiting for me back home.
Well, it seems like there are bad folks on you here, too.
Yeah, well, I'll be fine.
Clearly. Listen, Anthony, I have a duty to report this.
Well, you might as well chisel me a gravestone while you're at it. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm just trying to make a living in the city of gold. Just think about it, okay?
Anthony, I took a note that I live by every day. I have to make sure you're okay.
Listen, Doc, I'm not going anywhere fast, am I? Take your time, think about it, alright?
Mr. Del Monte, the doctor's ready to see you now.
Okay. Straight through there, right?
Yep, go on the left.
Hello? Dr. M?
Hey, Joey! Are you here alone? When I read Del Monte, I was expecting your brother.
Yeah, it's just me today.
Alright, well, come on in. Just take a seat right over there.
Okay.
So, you must be here to talk about your brother. I'm really sorry about that. I know it's hard. I understand if you want to know more. I tried explaining it all to your mother, but I know there's a lot going on. And you've already been through this with your grandfather and your dad, and now...
So no. I'm here because I need surgery.
Okay, Joey, surgery for what?
I need you to remove my testicles.
Sorry?
It's the only way.
Whoa, kiddo. Only way for what? I'm looking through Dr. Brewman's notes. She says you're doing great.
I'm gonna get cancer.
Joey, we don't know that for sure. Why don't we schedule an appointment and we can talk about this
Dr. Montgomery, sir, please.
With all due respect, sir, my brother, he's 23, and he got it too. 3 months ago, he was great. And I've seen what you put my dad through, and now my brother, I can't wait. I don't even want kids.
Joey, you're not even 18 yet. I can't just start performing...
It's Joseph. And if you won't do it, I'll do it myself.
No, Rose, they are not breathing. And
Hey,
they
honey.
have no arms or legs.
How's your day?
Oh, it was great. Janice was just telling me about how her 3-year-old is finally starting to learn.
So, I had this patient stay at Grand Anthony, and,
Okay.
well, he came in super beat up. Bruises all around after some bar fight. Real rough shape. And, well, on a second look, it also looks like he's gone through some abuse.
Like sexual?
Yeah, and he doesn't want to admit it, and he doesn't even want me to tell someone who can help him.
Well, it seems pretty straightforward. You have a duty to help Granthony, and a duty to report your findings. It seems pretty straightforward. What's stopping you?
He's illegal. If I get law enforcement involved, ICE might come into play and they deport him. I don't even know if they treat him first. And worse than that, I think he's in some kind of trouble with the IRA. I don't know, but he's in a really tough spot.
I see. It looks like you've been doing your research.
Well, I don't know if there's a way around it, you know? Do I tell someone and put him at risk for deportation, persecution? Or do I keep quiet and leave him susceptible to whatever kind of trouble he's in? They were tracking him, Melissa.
You have to report.
It's unfortunate, but we can't make a habit of breaking the rules because we are afraid of the bad outcomes.
I know, but shouldn't, as a doctor, my priority be to assist the patient the best way that I can? He seems to prefer staying here. Why not just give him what he wants? If he's stuck between a rock and a hard place, at least he should be able to choose which one he'd get crushed by.
Oh. Well, anyway, gerunds at 3. You
Hello,
think kids
darkness,
are
my old
friend.
friend.
Kids are not that special.
I've come to talk with you again.
I made gerunds already. He might be some sort of genius. Did Einstein know gerunds at 3? I swear he couldn't even speak English then. Hold on, Melissa. I'm getting another call. Hello, Dr. Montgomery? Is this about Phil?
Hello, Mrs. Delmonte. Your son's in my office. Are you sitting down?
Yes. I didn't know Phil was seeing you today. Is everything...
Yes, with Phil. Let me be more clear. Joey is in my office. Your son is demanding emergent surgery to remove his testicles.
I don't understand. He isn't sick, is he? Don't tell me he has it too. Doc, please, no.
No, not yet. But as you know, Janice, your son has a very aggressive risk profile for this condition. And I want to be honest with you. It'd be better if you were here for this conversation, but in the long run, a prophylactic surgery could be life-saving.
I just knew this would happen. That boy is just as headstrong as his father. Don't you dare touch him. I'm his mother.
Of course, Mrs. Delmonte. I'll wait for you to... Mrs. Delmonte? Janice?
You called my mother?
Yes, I did, Joseph. You're not even 18. I need the consent of your legal guardian before I can perform surgery.
That's right. It's my body. It's my future. Don't I have the right to do what makes me the happiest? What gives me the best chance at life?
Honey, we don't even know if you're sick.
It's just a matter of time. Grandpa got it when he was 35, Dad when he was 31, and now Phil just turned 23. He was fine 3 months ago. At this rate, I could have it any day. I'm 17, so basically an adult, and at this rate, I could get it any day. I can have it now. You can't stop me from doing this. I want to live. I don't even want kids.
Joey, you're still a child. You don't know how you will grow and change. I don't want you making a decision you can't take back.
If you don't let me do it, I might not even have a chance to take it back.
It's not something you can take back. You will want children. I want to have grandchildren. You're my last hope.
Can't I just, I don't know, in a cup or something? And then can I do it?
Joey! How do you even know about that? You shouldn't...
Listen.
Freeze it.
Joseph, Mrs. Delmonte, I understand that this is a charged subject for your family. Janice, you got a smart kid. This surgery isn't a terrible idea, but it really shouldn't be our first option. Joseph, even if we wanted to move forward today, the OR is fully booked. You can't just do a surgery on the fly. Give me till tomorrow. Let me really consider your proposal.
Okay. Thanks, Dr. M.
Oh man, a Snickers. Dr. Martin, it must be bad. I was coming here for a Diet Coke myself.
Hey, Alan. Yeah, sort of avoiding going down to the pit.
What is it? Patient getting under your skin?
No way. Got a tough call to make when I get down there, so here I am, stalling.
I know how you feel, Thomas. I got this kid in my office, petrified he's gonna get cancer. Wants a prophylactic surgery. I'm worried he's right.
Okay. But get this. If I report this sexual assault, my patient gets deported. Not to Aruba either. What do we do? What happens when a patient's best interest is directly the opposite of what we're supposed to do?
Listen, Tom, as doctors, we are surrounded by pain. We are the messengers of heartbreak. So the most important thing we can do is maintain a relationship with the people that come in seeking our help.
Sometimes that's the hardest part of what we do.
Hey, Anthony. We need to talk. I told law enforcement about our findings.
Did what, you sick?
Mr. Fitzgerald, please allow me to continue. I did some research, and there are measures in place to help people like you. This is Phil Del Monte. He is an immigration lawyer. He's here to assist you.
Mr. Fitzgerald, you were not the first nor the last to fall victim to such things such as sex trafficking. In your situation, there are plenty of resources that I can help you navigate in order to put yourself on a better track.
In addition to talking to the police, you'll be meeting with Phil. He's on your side, and he's here to help you seek asylum in the U.S. In the meantime, you'll be treated and kept safe. This is my recommendation as your doctor, and I urge you to cooperate with us because we really do care.
All right, Doc, we'll see how this goes. But I swear, if I bite the dust because of you, I'm gonna haunt you and all these other white coats for all of eternity. So much for patient-doctor trust.
It's tough. The patient's expectations of the relationship between them and their physician is muddled. Are we their employee or their guardian? It's rigged for failure. And I don't want to fail my patients, but if we treat our relationship like a contest, well, someone loses. It sure as hell won't be me.
Hey, Joseph. Thanks for meeting me here. I've been looking over your tests, researching your case. You do have the genes we think predispose your family to this condition. But your blood work and your scans are very promising. And as long as it's detected early, testicular cancer is one of the easiest cancers to treat with surgery.
So you're cutting them off, right?
Listen, it's just you and me here. The best option is to wait, and before you interrupt me, I know it's scary. I know you don't want to be worried about this. But I won't take the most drastic option to solve a problem first without a good reason.
And there are many risks involved with any surgery. I promise you, we will aggressively monitor you. Do home tests daily, I'm sure you're familiar with those. But also weekly tests in the clinic.
And I already passed it by your insurance, so that isn't a problem. We won't be making any money off these tests, but we will do them. And I can personally bring you in myself at the first sign of anything wrong. All I'm asking is that we try this, okay? At least for a few months. And we can reevaluate that. You'll be 18 and legally able to make this decision on your own, so if you still want it then, you can have it. So, what do you think of this plan? We will monitor you aggressively and test regularly, and there's a 30% chance you won't get this condition at all, but if you do, we'll catch it right away and start treatment. So what do you say? We really are on your team here, Joey.
Yeah, I know. Thanks, Doctor.
So, Tom, when your patient asks you for something you can't give them, refusing them and turning them away isn't the right call. You have to understand their values, what they're really afraid of, and then act as their partner on a journey.
Being a doctor is one of the greatest things anyone can do. You're respected and well compensated, but with great ability comes greater accountability.
So, if your patient feels trapped between a rock and a hard place, your role as a physician is to give them the tools to make it out, on their own terms. Next time on M&M.
He died doing what he loved.